to build, though.
Karen from Florida.
Hey, Florida, representing on the call. Welcome, welcome, Florida. Thanks so much for joining us. Who else is out there? If you haven't announced yourself, this is the time to do so. Not now, but right now. Who else is on?
Hey, Dr. China. It's Lissa, New Orleans.
Hey, Alyssa, New Orleans representing. Welcome to the call. Thanks so much for joining us. Listen, guys, we are streaming live from both Facebook, YouTube, and Yes to 4X. Welcome to the call. Go ahead, announce your name. Let us know where you're calling in from. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the line. Who do we have on? Go ahead, announce your name. Hey, who's that?
Alexis, Louisiana.
All right, Louisiana coming through super strong. That's what we're talking about. That lets us know that 4040 has been working. New Orleans, Baton Rouge, everywhere that we hit so far is absolutely lit tonight on the call. If you have not forwarded this information out, this is the time to do so. Not now, but right now. Who else do we have out there? Welcome, welcome.
Sean, straight from the ATL.
All right, ATL, we hear you loud and clear. Who else is on? Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Who else is out there?
It's Brittany from Baton Rouge.
All right, Baton Rouge. Welcome to the call. Thanks for joining us. Who else is on?
Hi, it's Angela, Chesapeake, Virginia.
Chesapeake representing. Welcome to the call. Who else is on? All right, guys, we're going to go ahead, maximize time tonight, get started with the call. Thanks so much for joining us. You still have time to get your family members and friends and loved ones on the line. It is going to be absolutely amazing tonight. I'm excited. No matter if you're connecting in from Facebook, Zoom, at yes4x.tv, or even on YouTube, we welcome you. We're excited. If you're on Facebook, make sure you are putting your comments in on the page. Make sure you're doing watch parties and you're sharing. We see we have people that are literally streaming in from everywhere. And I'm excited because we got a special guest that's on tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get into this call. Once again, if you are on Facebook, go ahead and just drop some ones in. If you're on Zoom, drop some twos in the chat. If you're on YouTube, drop some threes in the chat. We just want to get engaged with you guys, not now, but right now. We see y'all lighting it up on Zoom. Go ahead and light it up on Facebook as well. Tell everybody that you know to go ahead and hop on the Facebook page. We're excited once again. So listen, let's get into it. My name is Dr. China Bethany. I'm here in the beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. I'm excited to be on with you guys tonight. I'm excited to connect with you guys. We had a very special guest that's here with us. And I want to just get into a little bit of dialogue to tell you why we're here. Somebody thought enough of you to invite you to a call to hear some information that we know could potentially change your life. Somebody thought enough of you to say, listen, I said yes to Forex, and I want to give you an opportunity to do the same thing. And so once again, my name is China Bethany. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, by way of New Orleans, Louisiana. And I said yes to Forex about 4 years ago. As a wife and a mom, I honestly wasn't really sure if I had the time or mental capacity to really digest something that was so new and so foreign. 4 years ago, it wasn't popular. 4 years ago, the major stories and amazing testimonies that we have an opportunity to hear about today, they wasn't necessarily so prevalent, right? And so I'm so grateful that God really, this chose me. I didn't choose it. I'll be honest. I would have never chosen something that seemed so complicated. But I was praying specifically for something in my life at a time where I felt kind of lost. And this literally fell in my lap. And I know it chose me. I didn't choose it. But I'm so grateful that the vehicle that we're in right now was connected to the vision that God gave me 7 years ago. God gave me a vision 7 years ago for a company called Rich University. And our goal is to simply impact nations and generations around the world. And we got in alignment with an amazing company that provided software to teach people how to successfully trade in the largest financial market in the world, which is Forex. And on tonight, we're going to be specifically talking about Forex education, why everybody that you know, including you, should be trading in this $6.7 trillion daily market, and why you need to be so urgent, especially in the midst of an economy like this, to do it not now, but right now. Now, I am here with my co-host tonight, Mr. Garrett Roberts. We call him Mr. RichoffTheNet. You're going to have an opportunity to really hear his story tonight on why he was one of the first to say yes to Forex, what his journey has been like throughout that time of him being on board. And once again, what's in it for you? Why should you move with such urgency? You still have time to forward out this call information, get as many people on as you possibly can. Make sure you're also commenting on Facebook. If you guys are on the Facebook page, put your comments in on Facebook. But ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I'm really excited to present to some. This is a gentleman who really paved the way for so many of us. He was the gentleman that went first before it was popular, before anybody knew what Forex was, before the industries of Forex and networking came together. He was already thinking like this many, many years ago. What I can tell you about every visionary needs somebody to come and stand up and have their back, needs somebody to come and stand on their sides and have their side. Well, the founder of the partner company, I Am Mastery, Christopher Terry, the person that he found to have his back and to have his side before it was popular, before anybody was doing this, before it was the wave, if that's what you want to call it, it was this gentleman right here, Mr. Garrett Roberts, Mr. RichoffTheNet. And so, Garrett, we're forever grateful. We're excited to have you on with us tonight. 40 days and 40 nights on the run to a greater you. We just want to have a chance for the audience to get to know who you are a little bit better. We know you've done some big things, some really big numbers. We know past results don't guarantee future profits, but for someone with your background and story to be able to make it through so much, we really want you to get intimate tonight and share with the people on a call why you said yes to Forex and why should they do the same thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. I appreciate the warm welcome, China. You already know it's such an honor to even do these type of calls with you. Like guys, China is somebody you literally can look at and follow and know that you're headed in the right direction towards success just off of everything that she does every single day. So I appreciate you for always just being there, always being a leader's leader, always just impacting not just women, but people all around the world, men and women, younger and older. So salute to you for even doing these type of calls, just to educate people on what we have here. Just a little piggyback off of my story as far as, how I got into Forex, how I even got into this whole concept. It pretty much started the same day I got introduced into networking. I know it sounds crazy, but I was one of those guys. I was so hungry to get out of my situation that I just stumbled across everything. It was like a pot of gold, right? When I opened up my mind and I changed my mindset from who I was into trying to get into entrepreneurship, and I really opened my eyes, and that's what some of you guys are doing today. You're finally opening your eyes, right? You're finally understanding there's opportunities out there. There's investments that you could get into. There's businesses you could run. You don't need tens or hundreds of thousands or even millions to get into them. And that's how I was. It started with me just opening a book. Like a lot of people ask me, how did my whole journey start? It started with one book, right? And this is before I heard any successful person say anything about this book. I didn't get this book from a successful person. I got this book from a friend, and he told me, hey, I had a meeting with a millionaire, and he gave me this book, but I feel like it's for you. And at that time of my life, my ego was way bigger than my bank account. I was not interested in reading any books, but something made me open up this book, and that book was called Think and Grow Rich. And literally, I probably got through like 6 chapters, and it completely changed my whole mindset. I stopped listening to rap music. I stopped doing a lot of the things I was doing. I was the guy that went out every day, Monday through Monday, stayed out the whole night. That was my lifestyle. And at that moment, I said, you know what? I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to go all out. So it started with real estate. I was that guy trying to flip houses without any money. And then I realized I need some money, right? And then, I had stumbled across somebody who was actually in network marketing business. And that same day that I signed up for that network marketing business, I'll never forget it. I was going through some of the training for that company, and I stumbled across a 16-year-old kid. I stumbled across this video from a 16-year-old kid. He's still younger than me to this day. And he had trading videos on his YouTube. And this is like 2012, guys. This is 2012. So a lot of people say I was like one of the first, but actually it was that 16-year-old kid that I seen. And I remember looking at the video, he's saying, oh, in 30 minutes, right? In 30 minutes, I made this amount of money. In 20 minutes, clicking buttons, I made this amount of money. And I'm like, whatever he's doing, I need to be doing. But I was so broke at that time, I couldn't even afford to fund the account, right? And so my whole mindset the whole time, I was like, okay, I'm going to do network marketing first, but I know in the back of my head, this other thing exists. I don't know what it is, but it exists, right? And I always told myself, wow, it'd be crazy, right? This is back in 2012. I thought this. I was like, it'd be crazy if someone actually mixed what that kid was doing with this networking business. I always just thought like it'd be crazy if we mixed that concept with network marketing. And fast forward probably like 2-3 years later, I actually had a lot of success in network marketing. And then I got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm kind of tired of this network marketing stuff. I'm tired of the businesses changing. I'm tired of the owners not really caring about the people. I'm tired of, the person at the top making all the money. And I started my own trading company. And it was very successful. But I remember my first post, my first trading post. And if you dig deep through the internet, you will find an old video of me trying to teach trading. And I had no clue what I was talking about. All I knew was it go up, you make some money, it go down, it makes some money. I knew nothing about stop losses. I knew nothing about take profits. I just knew, you enter and you don't close when it's red and you close when it's blue. And that was my whole concept. And literally we started our own business where we started teaching people. Some of your favorite traders were people who actually came in at the same time that we were teaching these concepts when it wasn't cool. And I still remember my first post on the internet about trading. I took my profits, I posted them I posted them on my social media, and I had like over 400 comments. No lie, over 400 comments telling me this is fake. Real traders don't post on the internet. What is that platform? It looks fake. Why is it blue? Why is it red? It shouldn't look like that. What is that currency? What are you? And I remember they were going in on me, right? And to see what it's come to today, where literally there's like dozens of platforms that's now doing it. We are literally breaking the internet with our platform, with what we got going on. And to see so many lives being impacted, it's just like, wow, I never even thought it would get to this, but I always had that thought in my head, it could be this big, right? And when I met Christopher Terry, the reason why I actually partnered with him is because he had the same vision. It wasn't about popping ranks. It wasn't about the compensation plan. It was about, wow, you're a real trader, and you can teach a lot of my people how to properly trade. I remember one of the main things he said when I talked to him. He said, I see y'all doing y'all thing and y'all running this trading lane right now, but you're not properly using risk management the right way. I want to teach you guys how to use risk management, how to properly trade, how to turn a penny to a dollar to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 50. And I'm like, wow, you think way different than a lot of people. Not even just the results he had at the time, but I'm like, your thought process matches mine, because I want people to literally be educated. I want network marketers, if anything ever happens to their business, they're not fumbling and stumbling and losing their lives, their wives, their cars, their houses, because now they have a skill set that can carry them forever. And that's really how this whole platform was even made. I hear a lot of people say, well, do y'all really trade, or y'all don't care about it? And the whole movement that we have today was created by trading. I didn't come in with any networkers, believe it or not. Even after having networking history, I didn't come in with not one networker into this business. I came in with one person, and his name is Stevenson Lindor, and this is his first networking company, right? So you got to actually understand this whole vision that we have was built around learning trading, and then it attracted the masses and leaders like China, leaders like the ones we have today, because now they understand, wow, right? I can actually sell this service. I can actually sell this education to people. I've been doing my own thing in other companies where I might have been selling something that is not for the masses. It's not for everybody. And I may have tried to force it down some people's belief level, right? And with this is, you got to understand, Forex has been around 500 years, ladies and gentlemen. 500 years. right? So this is something that's been held back from you all your life, because I'm pretty sure nobody on this call is older than 500 years. So this has been held back from you all your life, and you haven't even had the opportunity to learn it. So China, it's definitely been a blessing to have this concept pour on us, and to be able to take it to another level, but not just take it to a level for our income. We literally can wake up every day and know we're selling something, right, that people actually need, want, and that can change their whole lifestyle.
Wow. So G, how long have you been in this space? So take us back for a second, because there's a lot of people that's listening in. They don't really know the jargon yet. They don't fully even understand what Forex is. They may not even understand what networking is, but they are definitely looking for an opportunity, and they're looking for a way that they can leverage technology, being home. All you need is your phone and internet to make money with us, literally. Talk a little bit about the person, or to the person who may not have did the research that you did about Forex. How long have you been in this space? Like, talk to that brand new person, somebody invited them here. They don't really know what this is about, but they've been praying for something, looking for something, hoping for something, wishing for something. And they really need to hear something tonight that's going to make it click for them to understand that this is the place that everybody literally should be in, and we should have been in quite a long time ago, but finally it's made it to our table.
Absolutely. Well, just to talk to that specific person, because I remember being in that shoe, right? And you're probably on this call because you have goals to be a business owner, and you have goals to be an investor. Let's just be honest, being a business owner, investor, entrepreneur, and influencer are the top things people want to be right now. It's like back in the day when everybody wanted to be a ball player, singer, or rapper, right, or a movie star. Now people have added something to that category, and it's called entrepreneur. And I remember being in that space where I was like, you know what, I just want to be a business owner. And a lot of you on this call right now, you want to be business owners, but you don't know where to start, right? You don't know how much capital is going to take. You may think, I don't have enough capital. And then you have to ask yourself, okay, if you want to be a business owner, what's some of those dream businesses that you've always dreamed about? And then ask yourself, okay, I got the dream business that I've been dreaming about. And then ask yourself, is that type of business even lucrative in 2020? Is that type of business even profitable in 2020? Is that type of business, do you see it open one day and then 6 months later, there's a close sign in front of it, right? You have to understand it in 2020, guys, and it's literally probably been like this for the last 7 years. That business has lived on the internet. I believe the internet has created more success stories, millionaires, billionaires than we've ever seen before. But a lot of people are still stuck in that industrial era instead of the informational era. So you have to tell yourself right now, if you want to be a successful business owner or investor, the first thing is finding that information on how you can get started in that concept and how you can be successful. So our whole goal today is to take you from that left side of the quadrant. I don't know if you guys ever read The Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, but he talks about how 95% of the world lives on the left side of the quadrant, right? As far as employees and self-employed individual. That might be yourself, an employee, someone who trades in their time for money, right? A self-employed, like a realtor or a truck driver. Let's just use truck driver, because I have a lot of friends where I'm from. I'm in Texas, and I have a lot of buddies who are working for the oil field. And some of us kind of know what just happened to oil, right? And literally all my buddies now that work in the oil field are back home with their kids and children looking for jobs or trying to find a truck that they could go off-road with. Off-road meaning they can leave Texas with, because the oil field is now dried up. So you have your employees, your self-employed individuals, people who make money, but if anything ever happens to their situation, the money stops. Our whole goal is for trust me, guys, we're not against jobs or anything like that. But my whole goal is to put you in a situation where you can use your job instead of that job using you. Or you can use that money from being self-employed and put yourself in a position of 95% of the people that have, 5% of the people that's 95% of the money is flowing through on the right side, right? So our whole goal is to have you catapult from the left side to the right side. Now you're probably like, okay, who's on the right side. I understand I'm on the left side, but who's on the right side? The right side is the people that are investors and business owners, right? So our whole goal after this call is to set you up as an investor and a business owner today, give you both of those options, right? And you have to understand, you're like, okay, well, I want to be an investor. I want to be a business owner, but how do I become both? Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to show you guys today is literally giving you guys the option to be an investor by investing into the skill set and then turning around and getting a free business that's lucrative, that's profitable, with no overhead fee, that's changing many people's lives in the world, guys. And I've been truly blessed. Like I said, I've been doing this since I was 22. Now I'm 29. Right. So I've been doing this full time. When I seen this concept, I said, I'm willing to give up everything and go all out because I see success stories. I'm seeing success stories. I'm seeing all type of people winning. And I truly believe if I concentrate my focus on this type of platform, I can change my life in the blink of an eye. And it took me actually 7 months to actually, hit a monumental position in this type of profession. But I remember just, struggling. The pawn shop had my face on the Hall of Fame because I used to always be in the pawn shop selling back a TV, selling back some jewelry, selling back an iPad, selling back a computer. And the pawn shop, literally, anytime they seen me or my lady, they knew, okay, they coming back with some good stuff, right? And those were some of the things I just had to give up to go up, right? A lot of you guys are probably not willing to give up that TV or not willing to give up that car you hate, that relationship you hate, that house you hate, that job you hate to get the things that you desire and love. And those are the things that you have to do, right? If you're in a position right now and you believe there's something more in your future, you may have to just give up on some of them things you're holding on that's holding you back. So that's our whole goal, is to get you to understand that you can overnight, ladies and gentlemen, you can overnight catapult from the left side to the right side by utilizing the resources that you have, that you gain from the left side, to put yourself in a position where you never need that side again. If you have a job and you hate it, right? If you have a job and you love it, great. We want you to keep that job, but use them. Don't let them use you. But if you hate your job and you have a job, just know that you're in a position to never have a job again if you don't want one.
Wow, that's a lot. You said a mouthful. You said a lot. I know it resonated with a lot of people. There's literally right at about 200 people online, and then we have quite a few even on Zoom. And I know people are absolutely just inspired by really just hearing the story that you're sharing. You're 29 years old. You started at 22, I believe you said. That's about 7 years that you've been inside of this space. Before it was popular, before it was the wave, before it was the thing, you were already doing it. Now we've simplified that. What he's giving you right now is years and years and years of knowledge and information on why he decided to do it back then. Now people decide to do it because it's easy. The results are there. Like, you don't need much of nothing. You don't need to, like, all you need to know is somebody invited you here and they're excited about the space that they're in. Like, for real, like, we're going to show you what Forex is. But at the end of the day, what I know is there are people who went to school and spent $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year on education with degrees that many of them cannot use right now. Now, we're not saying that, that'll always be the case. Hopefully it won't be the case. But what I do know is we're going into a new normal. We're not going back to the way things were. We're going into a new reality, a new financial reality, one that we believe that the middle class is going to be dwindled away from. So it's time to make a decision. Do I want to be at the top or at the bottom? Do I want to rely on the government, or do I want to be in a position where we're in the driver's seat? What I can tell you right now is the last couple of weeks, honestly, our business is booming. Our business is going up. We're not being insensitive with these comments, but our business tends to do much better inside of, financial calamities like this, because the rest of the world starts to pay attention to what Gary just talked about. The rest of the world starts to pay attention that we're not in an industrial age anymore. We are in an informational age. And if you don't have a way to make money online, if you don't have a way to leverage this technology, if you don't have a way to benefit from the time that you're on social media with a link in your bio, then you are totally missing it. And it does not matter how educated you are. It does not matter how many degrees you have. It does not matter the area that you grew up in. If you miss being connected to the right people, being connected to the right people, then you will totally miss an opportunity to leave a tremendous legacy for your family. So what I want to show you really quickly is a little bit more of what you get when you partner inside of this community. Now, let me prepare you that when I first saw this, what I saw was Japanese geometry. I didn't know what I was looking at. Gary Roberts was one of the gentlemen that came into my business partner, Dr. Jules' home, and he went to breaking this stuff down. I was like, yeah, chick, I'm in, but I ain't in. I just want you to know right now. I saw this and I was like, yeah, no, that ain't gonna work for me. I'm not that chick. I saw this and I saw an EKG or Japanese geometry. I immediately began to say that I'm not smart enough for that. And some of you are thinking right now, as soon as you see this on the screen, you start to immediately do like I did. I want to encourage you to understand that this is a banking software. This is a multi-million-dollar tool that you literally have access to for pennies on the dollar. This is a multi-million-dollar tool, banking software. If you know your ABCs, 1, 2, 3 shapes and colors, then all it's going to take is a little while for you to learn how to successfully use this tool. Now, when you're looking at this right now, I know you might not understand what you're looking at, but I can tell you once I finally disciplined myself, because I had to get over me. I had to get me out of the way. And I had to say, wait a minute. All this is ABCs. If I know what these 6 alphabets are, Great British Pound, AUD. Now, it took me some time to know that GBP stood for Great British Pound. It took me some time to know that AUD stands for Australian dollar. And it took me some time to realize that I didn't need to possess the Great British Pound or the Australian dollar to get in the trade and begin to make money from my phone off of the fluctuations of the market. So guys, when we're talking about Forex, the only thing that we're doing is buying when the market is low, and when it goes up, we make money. We sell when the market is high, and when it goes down, we make money. We're literally leveraging our cell phone and the internet to be able to benefit from the largest financial market in the world. $6.7 trillion a day is moved through the market. This is not the stock market. The stock market is about $55 billion a day. That's basically stocks is basically the performances or production of the success of a company. Your Googles, your Facebooks, if it's producing well and it's doing good, you're doing well. Your Teslas, but if it's not, you're not doing well. And so we put you in a position to benefit whether the economy is going up or down. It doesn't matter if it's going up or down. Right now, the economy is going down. Guess what we're doing? America is on sale right now. Everything is on sale right now, right? And so when it goes low, what do? We get in a position and we buy. We buy low, we sell high. We buy when the market is low. When it goes up, we get paid. We sell when the market is high. When it goes down, we get paid. So when you join us, you gain access to multiple tools that we provide. You even gain access to educators that teach you how to successfully and effectively trade inside of the market. We have educators that teach you how to successfully use the tools that we utilize inside of the market. And so we're excited because when you say yes with us, hold on one second. When you say yes with us, you're not just saying yes to go and figure it out on your own. You're not just saying yes to hopefully maybe get it. No, we have a full-fledged academy that provides you the tools and the resources and the curriculum necessary. Not only that, you have an amazing community. You have an amazing community, a supportive community that's helping you to win. Most of the people that are introducing you to this space knew nothing about this weeks ago, months ago, years ago. But that one yes has not just changed their life financially, but it has made a tremendous impact on their lives completely and totally. What I'm about to show you right now is something that I'm excited about. It is our growth chart. A lot of people are excited to get their hands on this particular tool. This is the Rich University exclusive 10% growth chart. Now you can change it to 5% a day, 10% a day, but it gives you an opportunity to literally grow your money by using our tools. This gives you a bit of a guide. And so let's just say you decided to come on board, okay? You join, you come on board. We give everybody $3,000 to get started with in a demo account. It's a practice account that allows you to start to practice how to enter a trade, how to exit a trade. It literally takes less than 2 minutes to put a trade in. You put the trade in based on a trade idea that was given to you by people who know what they're doing. So we don't expect for you to come in and figure this out by yourself, right? You come in, we give you the trade idea, you put it in inside of your demo account. Now, once you put it in inside of your demo account, right, and you get ready after doing demo for a while, a couple of weeks, whatever makes sense for you, you decide to transition to a live account, demo money. It allows you to practice how to enter and exit trades. When you're ready to go live, you can put whatever you want in your live account. You can start a live account with as little as $100. So let's just say you decided to put $300 in a live account, $300 real dollars. Your goal with those $300 is to grow your money. Your goal is for you to take those $300 and to grow that money. And so when you begin to grow your account, then we show you here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. We show you here what 10% growth actually looks like. 10% growth a day is actually absolutely amazing. First of all, your bank is probably giving you 0.01% a year. And so the mere fact that you have an opportunity to earn 10% a day on your money is amazing. Now, once again, past results do not guarantee future profits. This is for mathematical purposes right here. We literally put numbers on the chart to show you what 10% look like. If you've ever heard that concept of a penny doubling over 31 days, which one would you rather? The penny that doubled over 31 days or $1 million today, right? That is the same concept of compound interest. So what we give you an idea of is how your money could compound. So what we show you is if you started with $300 and your goal was 10%, day one, your goal would be to make $30 using our tools and our software. $30 would be the goal. If you've ever made $30 trading with us, go ahead and light the chat up on Zoom. Go ahead and light it up on Facebook. Go ahead and light it up even if you're on YouTube. Light it up so that the guests can see that this is not something that's hard to do, right? Past results don't guarantee future profits, but I can tell you right now, we provide amazing simplicity to the trading experience. Even like the nightclub with my husband, Mr. Logic Mix, he gets on 4 times a week. It's a nice vibe, and he helped you to get pipsy in a nightclub, not tipsy in a nightclub. Making $30 in a day is something that many people are experiencing. You know, day 2, $33 is the goal. Day 3, $36. By the time you get to day 7, your goal is $53, but you've grown your account from $300 to $584. Guys, this is amazing. By the time you get down to day 14, you're at $1,139. By the time you get to day 21, you're at $2,200 in your account. Now listen, past results don't guarantee future profits. And the only reason we're showing you this is because we want to give you a bit of a guide. That is the goal. That is the potential of what you can earn. But here's the reality of it. Here's the reality of it. We've embedded in risk. This red column is risk. This is the goal. This is the risk. Why? Because I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm not here to tell you no guarantees. There is no guarantees in investing, period. If anybody tells you that there is a guarantee with any type of investment, you should run. There's never any guarantees in investing. What you want to do is study to show yourself approved and minimize, mitigate, have risk management embedded in. So this chart prepares you and provides to you risk management. And so by the time you get all the way down to day 60, your 60th trading day, which is more like 90 real days if you're a full-time trader, is $83,000. Now here's the reality. $83,000 from $300. Let me ask you a question. If you got 50% of this wrong, 50% went all wrong, in any other situation you failed, would you be okay with taking $300 to $40,000 by using our tools inside of our community, using proper risk management, studying to show yourself approved, learning the basis that you needed to learn? Would you be willing to discipline yourself? It takes 2 minutes to put in a trade. 2 minutes. What the trades that you put in the beginning, you are earning and learning. You're not even coming up with this yourself. If you got 50% of it wrong, you're still at 40,000. Let me ask you another question, because I don't know you. I don't know what kind of time and energy you're going to put into this. What happens if you get 90% of it wrong? Would you be okay with taking $300 to $8,000 in 90 trading days? Because if you don't deposit anything into your account or withdraw anything from your account, guess what? You're not growing your bank account. If you don't make any deposits, what are you going to have in 90 trading days? Probably even less. So I'm excited because the tools that we provide to you inside of Rich University simply helps your trading experience to minimize the learning curve. Now, we have amazing tools, once again, inside of our partner company, our academy, the Home Scanner. But I can tell you right now, inside of Rich University, it's so lit. People are so excited They're excited about the nightclub. They're excited about Tokyo, China. If you're making money off of Tokyo, China, and you are earning with Tokyo, China, go ahead and light the chat up. Light the chat up. Now, Tokyo, China is a reward. It is a trading concept that's been developed by Tokyo Pips, my partner, who's doing an amazing job, who's killing it, and myself. She brings in the skill, I bring in the psychology. And we have been extremely accurate for the last 5.5 months. I'm talking about people have been able to pay off some serious things by experiencing this trade. I'm so grateful. And Tokyo, China is a reward for people who go the extra mile. Now, I told you that we're a mission-based movement. Our mission was given, the vision was given before the vehicle was given. And that's to impact nations and generations around the world. Now, when we got into an alignment with I Am Mastery, and the goal was 1 million families, now our mission is to impact nations and generations around the world and to reach 1 million families. So those of you who help us to go the extra mile, those of you who are serious about opening up the door for the next family to get in on something that's blessing your life, we give you that Tokyo China sauce, baby. That's an extra 300 pips a night, 3 to 4 times a week, 300 pips off of one move where you're literally getting paid in your sleep. It's amazing. So I'm excited right now, Garrett, because when we got in, there was no Tokyo China. There was no nightclub. There wasn't even some of the apps that we got access to right now. We had Christopher Terry, who's absolutely amazing. The guy is a genius. It's an absolute blessing that he opened up the door for so many of us to be in a position that we're in right now. But we have to learn from a person who was already 30 years in. And I know for me, that was complicated. And so to have the simplicity now and to get started now is amazing. So, G, talk a little bit about why they should get started right now as we begin to close, and I show them what they need to do to take it to the next level and just say yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, like drop some fire emoji, like some money bags, something for China, because guys, it's not, like you said, when we got started, it's completely different now, right? When we got started, it was like, hey, here's your training, here's your service. Holla at me when you're successful, right? And or we had Christopher Terry, who was so far advanced that even if he dumbed it down, we're like, we still don't know what you're talking about, right? And so now you've had people who've actually lived in the same situation that you're coming in as, somebody who never heard of it, right? That doesn't know what they're doing, don't even know what button to click, don't know what apps to download, right? And you have somebody that lived that, like China said, when she got started, she said, look, this is not for me, right? I don't get it. I remember meeting in China. I was like, after I did the presentation with my business partner, I was like, they gonna say no. I was like, they not joining, bro. They don't believe us. And I remember telling them that, and it was just an honor that they actually did believe in the system. They did give it a try, even when they were scared. Like, let's just be honest, to put your name on something that you've never done before, right? Because at the end of the day, only thing we have is our word. So a lot of our people that look up to us is our word, and to tell them the truth about these businesses that we found. So to have a mentor, right? To have Tokyo China, the Rich University, right? To have All Logic, right? To have the people that are going to pour into you every single day. Honestly, can I just be 100% real with you guys? The truth is, here's the truth, and I don't want this to go over your head. The truth is, all the hard work, right? All the hard work is already done for you, right? She showed you the platform. She showed you the tools. She showed you the educators. She's even saying, outside of the tools and the educators that you get from our partnership company, we go out our way as leaders to give you more, right? So you got to ask yourself, okay, all the hard work is technically being done for me. They look at the charts for you. They give you the trades for you. They show you how to set up for you. They show you how to put in the trades for you. Every night they're finding you trades to be profitable. They even tell you how much you should risk in your account, how much you should start with your account, right? Our educators, they get paid to educate you on things that they pay tens of thousands of dollars to be knowledgeable on, right? And you're literally coming in and stealing that for a fraction. And you don't, guys, my first training ever, I paid $5,000 for it. Just to give you like an example of what this is truly worth. Somebody like Christopher Terry, he could easily charge $20,000 to $50,000 just to be near you and give you like little knowledge, right? So to literally get this at the price that it's at, right? The China's gonna kind of go over that, but to get it at the price that it's at, and then get extra stuff put on top of that, guys, you're spoiled. Let's just be honest. You're spoiled. And the last thing you want to do is pass up on the opportunity where you have successful people holding your hand. And even when you become successful and profitable, they're still holding your hand, it's like having a successful person that works for you. We technically work for you. We're your assistant, right? And you can't beat that because you literally get to come in and learn, but earn at the same time. Do you think do you honestly think we would be successful in this business if we weren't helping people get paid? Do you think we would literally still be the fastest growing business almost 7 years straight? 7 years straight creating the most success stories you can find on the internet if we weren't getting people paid, right? This is $100 million business now. This is $100 million business. And when I look in the back office, it says 90% of the people that's in the business are customers. So it's crazy for you to look at a network marketing business and then the person that's telling you right now, yes, we have over 100,000 members, right? But 90% of them don't even earn from the compensation plan. That should make a light bulb, a big old light bulb like this ring right here. It should be a ring over your head that says, aha, that right there made me understand everything. If you're telling me 90% of the company don't even earn from the compensation plan,
right?
That means the service works.
You said something so strong. So let's get into it. What does it take to get started? Listen, many of you spent $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for your education. And whether it was valuable to you or not, that's up to you to decide. What I know is it did not give you access to a $6.7 trillion a day market. It did not put you in a position that when things go on around us like it's going on right now that we cannot control, that many of you are not in a position to still make money. Meanwhile, there's several people that have said yes to Forex with no degrees, no student loan debt. They've been able to get in position, develop a skill set, be a part of a community, and they're still earning right now. And so I'm so grateful that it's affordable, not just for people in America, but for people all around the world. The mere fact that you get to participate in a $6.7 trillion a day market for less than $300, it makes me scratch my head. Christopher Terry and Isis Hart had to be in the right place to make something like this so affordable for the masses of people. This is a man that's a 9-figure trader. He's been doing this for 30 plus years at this point. He doesn't have to bring Wall Street to Main Street. At one point, you needed $3 million to participate. Now you can participate for $100, but I don't want you to be too spoiled, because don't assume that you will always be able to participate by opening up a broker account for $100. Because what if the price on that goes up? That counts a lot of people out. Right now, $234 allows you to say yes to Forex. $234. Yeah, I'm talking about some bundles, sis. I'm talking about some Jordans, bro. I'm talking about a good weekend out, y'all, that you get to become an investor and a business owner for $234 one time. They made it so affordable that instead of them saying, listen, it's going to be $5,000 for the year, you got to pay $5,000 up front. And I would have paid $5,000 up front to be a part of a $6.7 trillion daily industry, where all I need is my cell phone and internet to be able to make money in the market. I would have paid $5,000 up front. But your yearly education is about $3,000, but they wanted to make it affordable to you so that there would be no excuses. So you pay $234 one time, and then you pay $174 a month. Then they had the audacity to give you a scholarship for those of you that refer to people where they waive the $174. That means you pay $234 one time. And if you bring 2 people to see this opportunity call like you're seeing right now, you don't even have to explain it. If you just get them on a call, we're doing 40 days and 40 nights. That means every night at 9 o'clock p.m., we're going to be at YesToForex.tv in a different city with different speakers and different presenters sharing their stories about why this absolutely made the most sense to them. And so $174 a month, but guess what? We waive the $174 when you bring in 2 people. So I'm so extremely excited because people are winning at a high level. You bring in 2 people, basically your education is free. You got a scholarship. We're on a tour right now, 40 days and 40 nights on a run to a greater you. Now, we're not just talking about financially. The beautiful thing about what we're doing right now is you have an opportunity to even grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. It's absolutely just amazing. And so we've thought of everything to really help you to make the decision. And now that's simply what it's the time for. Now all you have to do is simply decide. All you have to do is decide to win. You don't need nobody's permission to win, sis. I've been married for 18 years. And what I can tell you right now is my husband appreciates that I have my own brain and my own mind because I've been able to bring so much to the table. Dude, like for real, make a decision. Your wife gonna honor you for that. Trust me, I'm a wife. If my husband can't decide on something to lead us as a family, I'm kind of uncomfortable. Make a decision. Be an asset. You're deciding to learn. You're deciding to become an investor. You're deciding to become a business owner. That's an asset. That's attractive. That's attractive. So we're talking about $234, not $2,000. $234 one time. And $174 a month. And that 174 can be waived. That 174 can be waived with our scholarship when you refer 2 people. Now, here's what I want to tell you, because some of y'all might be like, I heard my cousin Pookie and them talking about Forex too. I'm going to go see what they got going on. Here, let me ask you a question. If you had an option, would you prefer to fly Delta or Spirit? Both of them have the potential of getting you to your destination. What your experience is going to be something else. I don't know what that experience is going to be like. But if you could afford the option, would you prefer to fly Delta or Spirit? Because that's 2 different situations. You prefer the real Gucci bag or the knockoff Gucci bag? If you could get a real Gucci for $100 more than a fake Gucci, which one you going to get? We're giving you an opportunity to be a part of something sound. We've been around for 7 years. We provide you over $1 million in software and technology and apps inside of our academy. Over 100 educators. We're actually not here to convince you to do this at all. Whether you say yes or not, I just want you to be clear to the person that invited you, they still gonna get on a nightclub. They still gonna get Pepsi. They still gonna get Tokyo China. They still gonna have access to the scanner. They still gonna have the apps, the money app to make money. The only reason that they're deciding to do this is because there's nobody coming to our community. And I mean nobody. There's nobody that's gonna teach our kids this in school. And I mean nobody. There's nobody that's going to have this wealth conversation with us about hidden wealth secrets that's going to put us in the game to win. Nobody's coming forward. And so because of the vision and the mission to impact nations and generations, we're going to get our family. We're going to get our community. And we're going to let them know this thing works. We're getting paid off our cell phone in the middle of a pandemic when the world is screaming and dying for an opportunity like this. The world is dying for an opportunity like this right here. And somebody thought enough of you to invite you to this call. In the beginning, you thought you was doing them a favor. But now you know they were actually doing you a favor. They was putting you on, sis. They're putting you on, bro. They thought enough of you to invite you to a wealth conversation. Garrett, like I know we can't talk specifically about numbers, but you've been in that 7-figure space for like a minute, bro. You know, they know my story of making my first million before I was 30, but like you still is in your before 30s, like, and you running millies up. When you listen to a gentleman like Garrett Roberts, this is not just no basic conversation. So when you think about going to have a conversation with Pookie and say what you think, you might want to pause and realize he's probably not thinking about this. He probably not thinking about this. So, you know, Garrett, I'm excited. What's one thing you would want to share with the listeners that's on? You shared a lot. I believe it's enough. But if it's one thing in closing of why do you need to say yes, not now, but right now, like as far as what you think is happening next with this movement, like we've had the most explosive growth that I've ever seen in this company in 4 years in the last 4 weeks, while the world was dying for an opportunity like this. Talk a little bit about not so much as just why they should do it, but like the urgency on it to prepare them for what's next.
Absolutely. Just kind of piggyback off of what you said, like in the last 4 weeks, there's been close to over 60,000 people that have locked arms with us. And a lot of people are just waking up and saying, you know what? I need to put myself back in a position where I can control my future, right? I can have the option to either work or not work and still have the opportunity to make money if I'm at home with my family. Like I said in the beginning, guys, it's not just about money. At the end of the day, like she said, we make some very good money that I never believed I would make, right? To the point, at this point, I'm not even influenced by money. At this point now, it's just showing people like, yo, there is an opportunity. That thing that you're praying, wishing, and hoping for is out there. You just have to grasp it and say, this is for me too. And then you have to understand how many people are out there right now, right, that you can impact. How many people out there right now can you go talk to your friends, your family, your neighborhood, and say, I finally have a way where I can help you guys. There's a law with money. It says help enough people get what they want, and automatically you'll get what you want, right? You have to ask yourself right now, yes, you're probably making money yourself right now. You're probably not all down and out right now during this situation. But ask yourself, do you have a vehicle or a situation where you could wake up and say, I actually helped somebody. I actually showed somebody how they could get more out of their life. Because when I looked at the news the other day, it said close to 30 million people have filed for unemployment. So let's just talk about how many people didn't get the file that's unemployed right now. Way more, right? So it's up to us to actually change our community, not just change ourselves, but learn some information that you can pass on to your community. And last thing, right? I love telling people this. In the last 18, 24 months, we have created more 6-figure earners and 7-figure earners than the lotto has. All right. And it wasn't based off of luck. It was based off of following a system that's been proven to work, guys. So I appreciate everybody for even listening to China. I appreciate you for having me on. But guys, after listening to this, the first thing you need to do is whoever invited you to this call, get back to them and tell them thank you for inviting me to this type of call. You're literally on a free webinar right now with 2 7-figure earners. And we're just chopping it up, giving the game away. Where I come from, you would have had to pay. Even when I got into this game, you would have had to pay. But it just shows that the game is changing. It's now about giving people the opportunity, giving them the knowledge, and letting them run with it, guys. So I hope to see you guys run with this information and not just go to sleep on it, because with or without you, the job will get done, guys. So, China, I'm going to throw this thing back to you. I appreciate you. You already know you're my big sister, one of the only people out here that I just know is just genuine from the heart. Truly want to see people just win, right? Just truly want to see people win. It's not all about you. And that's the way it has to be, guys. If you're going to join this community, leave your ego at the door. So let's get it. Hope to see you guys at the top, not from the top.
Wow, G, I appreciate you, Mr. RichoffTheNet. I know you have so many places to be. Thank you so much for spending quite a bit of time with us today. The chats are lighting up on Zoom, lighting up on YouTube, lighting up on Facebook. The replay is going to be up over and over and over again. And we're excited to welcome all of the brand new members to the family. Thanks again, G, for your yes. Thank you for your boldness and your courage to still be staying and sticking. Because a lot of people get on, real talk, but there's a lot more that fall off. And the fact that you were able to stand the test of time, that says more to me than anything. People get fascinated by a lot of things and then you don't see them anymore. But to still be standing here and going through this journey to help so many people, it just means so much. So thank you once again for all that you do. Give Meg my love. I appreciate you. And congratulations on all the major success. Everybody, thanks so much for being on with us. We're tremendously happy about everything that's going on right now. Hold on, guys. We on the run, baby. We on the tour right now, y'all. It's every time to decide. 40 days and 40 nights on the run, y'all. I'm ready to run with us, y'all. right, y'all. Say yes to Forex.
Every single thing about us, stay between us. Made a promise, can't nobody come between.
Let's go, guys. We love you guys. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for being on with us. That's it. It's absolutely a wrap. We're super duper excited. We running it up, running it up, running it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get it, y'all. Make sure y'all connect with us on social media on all platforms. We're super duper excited to help you win inside of this space. It's winning season, guys. Let's go. We talking about 100 milli, baby, a Billy, 100 milli. Let's run it up, run it up, run it up. All right, guys. Thank you so much, so much, so much for being on with us. Zoom. We love and appreciate you. Get back with that person. Hold on one second. This is how we go. I gotta do it right. Hold on, y'all. Don't leave yet. Wait a minute. There we go. Bam. Get back with the person that invited you to the call. Let them know what you like most about what you heard and get started with us. Not now, but right now. We love you guys. God bless you all. Thank you so, so much for being on with us. We celebrate you right now for your yes to Forex, baby. God bless you guys. Bye. Hold on one second, G.